a special board meeting. I'd like to call this special board meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda. Second.
Been moved and seconded to approve the agenda. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Pose same sign. Motion carries. So now I'd like to, I probably should, do I need to recess the special meeting to open up the public hearing? Is that correct?
That is correct.
So I'd like to close the special board meeting and call to order a public hearing on the proposed issuance of a non-voted limited general obligation bond, also known as the LGO bond. Is there anybody in the audience or online that would like to speak on this?
No, President Rader, there's not.
Okay, the purpose of the hearing is to afford individuals an opportunity to present information and opinions to the board regarding the proposed LGO bond. Everyone who wishes to speak will have an opportunity to address the board about the proposed LGO bond. I probably should have read that first. Please limit the information you present to that subject. Before accepting comments from the public, I would like to introduce Superintendent Casey to present information to be considered by the board and those in attendance.
Thank you, President Rayner. On February 13th, 2024, the district's voters approved a 4-year capital levy for the purpose of paying costs of certain safety, security, and infrastructure improvements. The district is in need of financing several of these capital improvements, including secure entrances, security cameras, entry access controls, door locks, ADA accessibility improvements, tennis and pickleball courts, concessions, restrooms, and parking facilities, HVAC, electrical, plumbing, and other infrastructure improvements, as well as other capital purposes authorized by the LGO bond statute RCW 28A.530.080. The total estimated of the improvements is approximately $2,500,000. The district is in need of accomplishing these improvements before the collection of all of the taxes from the capital levy, and the district does not have sufficient money to available to pay such costs. Under these circumstances, state law and a capital levy resolution authorize the district to issue an LGO bond, which is a non-voted limited general obligation bond to pay costs of the improvements. Let the record reflect, prior to tonight, notice of this public hearing was given in advance by publication in the Prosser Record Bulletin, a newspaper of general circulation within the district. After due consideration, the district administration believes it is in the best interest of the district to issue an LGO bond to pay costs of these improvements. The proposed LGO bond will be issued in the principal amount of $2,500,000 and will mature on June 1st, 2029. The exact date, form, terms, price, interest rate, purchaser, and repayment schedule of the LGO bond will be fixed by resolution of the board for consideration after the hearing. Resolution number 7-24. The LGO bond will be repaid from legally available money from the Capital Projects Fund and the General Fund. Tax proceeds received from the capital levy and deposited in the Capital Project Fund will be used to pay the principal of the LGO bond. State law does not allow the use of capital levy proceeds to pay the interest portion of the LGO bond. Instead, interest will be paid from money in the general fund. Webster Bank has offered to purchase the LGO bond under the terms and conditions of its term sheet, a copy of which is included in your board packets. Resolution number 7-24 on the board's agenda today, authorizing the issuance, sale, and delivery of the LGO bond, is available for review upon request. The closing date, the date the district receives the money from the bank in exchange for the LGO bond is scheduled for July 31st, 2024. Following this hearing, if the board determines that issuance of the LGO bond is in the best interest of the district, taking into account the public testimony presented at this public hearing, the board may authorize the issuance, sale, and delivery of the LGO bond through the adoption of Resolution 724. Thank you very much. It's back to you, President Rayner.
Okay, thank you, Superintendent Casey. We will now take testimony from the public. And is there anybody there? Anybody online? Are there any written submissions?
No.
Okay, let the record show that there were no members of the public wishing to speak that attended the public hearing and no written submissions provided to the district. So thank you for your participation. The public hearing is now closed. And I will reconvene the special board meeting. First item is action item resolution 0724 LGO bond.
Move to approve resolution 0724 LGO bond.
I'll second it.
So it's been moved and seconded to approve resolution 0724 LGO bond. Any further discussion? Hearing none, this is a resolution, so we'll do a roll call vote. Michelle?
Aye.
Brian?
Aye.
Frank?
Aye.
Elisa?
Aye.
And I too will vote aye. The resolution passed. That concludes our action items for tonight. Future board meetings, we'll have a meeting July 24th, a regular board meeting July 24th, right here in the library workroom at 6 p.m. This meeting is adjourned.